Who's hooked up real quick? All right. A little bit of coffee. Coffee just kind of keeps me awake. Yeah, so we're drawing Judge Dredd, Judge Joseph Dredd versus the T600. Gonna be working on the pencils for a little bit, maybe about an hour and a half, something like that. Maybe an hour. We'll see how it goes. Worked on some thumbnails last night. I really like that one. The way that one came out, I might have to redo that one later, just because I think it's pretty cool. But this is ultimately the one I ended up doing. And yeah, we had a couple doodles, a couple questions from the chat last night. They wanted to see a chicken nugget and then a strawberry eating somebody, and then was it a fisheye view? So we're doing that, and then I kind of just started sketching a Judge Dredd helmet real quick after the show last night. For some reason, I just was doodling, just kind of messing with it, and then turned into like 5-minute thing. But yeah, I got Joseph Dredd right there. So we're gonna look at this a little bit more. I think I might move his leg a little bit. Like the foot's cool right there, but I don't know. And then this one right here, I might extend the leg just a little bit, just because I think it could be a little longer. Yeah, I really gotta go and collect more of those Dredd comics. There's so many of them. I just want to get them all. I really do. I want to start a Judge Dredd library, whole shelf up there. And now they're making it to where you can really get them, you know. All right. And then if his foot's going to be kind of in there, it needs to be kind of lost in there a bit in this thing's gut area. So we'll do that. And I got a little reference. I got my tablet right here so I can start pulling up stuff. And I get little Judge Dredds right there. So, how's it going, guys? It's going, Prince Torres. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Hey, Shadano, Angie Sanchez. Hey, guys. How you doing? Drawing a little Judge Dredd and Terminator 600. Just kind of going back and laying the footwork for this guy a little bit, and then this one right here, I'm probably going to make that foot go back a little bit as well. If I can clip that right there. I wish they would make another Judge Dredd movie. Hiya, Shindo. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's try to get this right here. Let's see. There we go. Now we can see that. Okay. And erase her a little bit. It's a little later tonight, but that's okay. I go to work. I start work a little later now, so it's not a big deal. No big deal. Yo, Matt, good? There we go. So we got that right there. From this point, pretty much have it set the way I kind of want it. He's going to have big gloves right here. Let's see if he's throwing his arm up like that. He's gonna be throwing his arm out like that. Boom. Something like that. And this Dredd's gonna be kind of big, man. Like kind of cartoony big. Gonna have some big muscles. Let me get a little guard for my pencil so I don't smear it so much. Okay, here we go. He's got some awesome slippers. Wife just picked me some up today. They're so snug inside. Look at that. Look at that slipper right there. Yeah. They're called like deer foams, something like that. Cozy, man. Cozy. Suede inside. It's almost like, I don't know. I'm not really big on slippers, but these are nice. All right. Got that right there. Got the paper right here. Keep it moving. Got the club right there. That nightstick. Got the baton. Judge Dredd's my boy right there. Yeah. I am the law. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. Imagine that. Imagine if they had another or a Judge Dredd TV show. That would be so cool. I'm digging that. Now I'm going to start working. I pretty much like what's going on with Dredd right here. He's got a lot of like shoulder pads, belt, no knee pads, all that stuff. That's all added extra. Now I'm going to start working on the T600 a little bit because I think that one's going to be. Because Dredd, I got a little memory cannon in him, but T600's got like one appearance. I think in one movie, maybe a video game. And now they have, I think they're making the toys of it finally. But let me check that out real quick. Pull up a little reference. It gets pretty technical. Let's see, where you at? All right, there it is. Booyah. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, looks like I had it on the right arm. All right. It's got the face right here. It's kind of got this like got a scarf like that. Put on the face a little bit. Hey, what's up, Dave? How you doing, man? Right now I'm drawing the T600 from Terminator Salvation. Yeah. Endoskeleton. Rubber skin. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I actually like that movie. It's probably my third favorite in the franchise. I like T2, then the Terminator, then Terminator Salvation, and then I like Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. Those are my favorites. Yep, yep, yep. I mean, there's something kind of scary about seeing like a rubber faced Terminator coming down the street. Oh, wait, that's the one with Christian Bale. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Made sense to dive into the future war. Yeah, that was why I liked it. Um, yeah, the ones everything kind of after that, I felt just kind of fell apart. But I hear the Netflix anime is pretty good from what I hear. I hear that's pretty cool. I'm gonna do my best with this because there's only so much reference for this. It's a pretty good amount though. Just getting the angles down on stuff. It's kind of tricky. A little pouch right here. Let's see here. At least I did something different with the concept, or at least it did. Yeah, the other movies are basically trying to redo Judgment Day, which always fails. Yeah, totally, man. I agree with that. I always wanted to see something in the future. Christian Bale did good too. You could have made one in the future with Arnold Schwarzenegger and had him play a human, and then they could have captured him at the end. Could have been like a big old, tear jerking story where he's a real human and they capture him and then they clone him or whatever. They build the robots after him, and they could have made him like Kyle Reese's father or something like that. That's what I would have done. Yeah, I would have had would have had Arnie come back. He would have played a human. He would have been fighting the resistance, and they would have they would have murked him at the end, and they would have taken his body for Skynet would take his body, and ultimately that's the first T800. And he would be fighting these guys like T600s, T500s. I think that would be an interesting story. But I think the T500s they weren't humanoid. I think they were something else. If memory serves correct. Yeah. Let's see here. This guy's got a belt right here. Yeah. I have to look for a little more references. Last one I saw was so incredibly pointless. It adds nothing to the lore, which should have ended after Terminator 2. Yeah, the Dark Fate one. I think that was the last one. I wasn't really feeling that one. What is this? Yeah. Kind of weird. Right. Yeah, they tend not to really do much to the lore. Cool character though, man. Cool character design. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, 8-Bit Bro? Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks everybody for watching. Let's see. Yeah, there is definitely different models. I think in the movie, I gotta go back and watch it again. Let's see here. think there was different versions of the T600 too. That's what's kind of confusing too at the same time. Let's see. There's this box right here for a leg. Yeah, you were on last night, BitBot or BitBro. Yeah, I remember you last night. Let's see, then you have this circle right here. Another circle right there. Something like that. Trying to keep the reference. It's not going to be perfect, but hopefully you'll be able to tell it's a T600. And then James Cameron said he's going to reboot Terminator. He's going to get rid of Arnold Schwarzenegger's character and do something different, I guess. He's just like, yeah, it's played out. I got to do something different with it. It's like, but you can't play it out too much. You got to kind of have the you got to have some of the staples in there, you know. Definitely got to have the skeletal bot, right? Right bit, bro. It's got to go down 100%. 110%. And they got these big like shock compressors in their groin area. It's crazy. I could draw it right. Kind of comes back here like this. You could probably get one on the other leg. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I want to watch this movie again. You guys have movies like out in your garage or something where you don't want to get them? Yeah, it's like that's me. I don't want to go and take anything out right now. Yeah, I don't draw mechs that much, so this is fun. It's a new thing for me sometimes. Yeah. It's like an octagon down here, something like that. Yeah. Was that other kid was in it? Was it Antoine Yelchin? He was a good actor too. He passed away. He was a real good actor. Hey, buddy, do you think AI will replace traditional animation methods? Yeah, I think so. For the most part, yeah. You're still gonna get though like some traditional stuff. There's always gonna be people making traditional stuff. I think that's just like you're gonna have stop frame animation around because people like that. It's just gonna be less and less. Like, was it Guillermo del Toro? He's doing something for stop frame animation. I think he's doing a school for it, and I think it's going to be put together by Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. They're the ones putting it on. think Netflix is the one putting it on right now for him. They're letting that guy do pretty much whatever he wants because of Frankenstein, and he's Guillermo del Toro. He makes good stuff. Are you a full-time YouTuber, or is this your fashion? Yeah, this is my fashion, just for fun. Yeah. Oh man, they got some cool stuff going on in the design. I really like these T600s. I gotta say, I think the T600 is my favorite design. I think it is. It's so clunky. Yeah. Got these little like rivets. Yeah, it's pretty fun character. I have seen your posts. Your drawings are very detailed. Um, yeah, I try. I try to get some detail in there. So I'm always working on, also working on trying to be less detailed. Also trying to work on just art in general. It's a never-ending quest for knowledge. I finally pulled out my phone and I'm like, I'm gonna start typing in movies I want to watch. I got a whole Western section of movies that came out that I haven't seen, like Horizon and that other one, something Henry. A bunch of stuff going on, and then there's a bunch of like prehistoric movies I want to watch. Like there's this one called Quest for Fire. Looks really good. I never watched it with Ron Perlman and a bunch of other actors. And then there was another one I watched as a kid briefly with Daryl Hannah called Clan of the Cave Bear. I want to go and watch that. looks fun. Looks like a fun movie. And then just tons of barbarian and sword and sorcery movies I want to go check out for fun. Oh, guys, I'm gonna use a stencil on here. How much time to do you take to make a complete one drawing? It usually takes like 8 hours or more, 8 to 10 hours usually. Could take more though. It could take like 16 hours. Look at that busted ass thing right there. I gotta get another one. But I can use it right here though. So that's pretty cool, right? Get a stencil in there. Got to get the right size. Sometimes you don't get the right size. You got to use like a bowl or a coffee cup or a pot. That's what I do. So now we're looking for the right size for that. Probably like right there. Get the spacing down. That should be just fine. Okay, we got that right there. And then we got to get the little balls down here. Some of them I'm not going to do. I'm just going to leave it kind of clunky. Hand drawn style. Let's see. It'd be right about there, something like that. He's probably about right there. Bring it up. There we go. Oh, that's too big. That's way too big. It's too big, but I like it. Actually, would have kept it that big for fun. It's probably like that. See where the ground is right about there. So something like that. And it's probably like right there. There we go. I can use that. Okay. Same thing with this guy right here. Probably gonna go a little bit bigger for this one. I'll leave you back there for a little bit. Like that. So then I have this one for reference. So I just drew that one. Let's see here. 90 or A 67 in. How you doing there? Drawing some Terminator T600 right now. See, I'm looking at these guys. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, this one looks really cool. He's got a lot of stuff on him. I really want to do the thing from the movie, though. Yeah. Can't go wrong with a Terminator in a trench coat, right? I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, they had a couple. They had a couple of them in here. Not all the not all the T600s look the same. I've seen like 3 different ones. Yeah, or more. That's what's kind of weird. They have a lot. Oh, thanks, A67N. Let's see. Please make drawings of popular characters like Marvel Comics, DC Comics, so you will get more audience. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I'm just kind of, to be honest, I'm just kind of tired of the same stuff all the time. I just like to switch it up. Trying to think of new things to draw. So it's stuff I've never drawn before, and um, kind of see a lot of that already. Huh. I had a pretty cool reference picture and I lost it. So many. Yeah. Yeah, because there we go. There's a lot of ooh, yeah, a lot of T600s. Wow. Let's see here. Reticula. Hi, came from Shorts recommendation. Are you an artist? Yeah. Yeah, I draw comics, and right now I'm drawing Judge Dredd versus T600. Started doing a little thumbnails last night, and working on drawing this right here. We had a vote, kind of, sort of. I didn't really put up a poll, but I just had seen who wanted what, and most people wanted. I had 2 people that said that they wanted to see this one out of the other options I had up there. So here we are drawing this one. Just trying to look for this thing really quick. I had a really good reference. Had like that inner leg. Um, yeah. Thanks, man. My intention is to tell you too that you can deserve more subscribers. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Here we go. I found it now. Found the cool reference. This leg's a little too thick. I have to pull this thing out. I forgot. Yeah, I'm doing it back, so I'm gonna need a lot of erasing. So mainly do pencil drawing or just for sketching? Oh no, I do the pencil drawing, and then I do the then I erase it and draw in inks. That's where most of my style comes from, to be honest. kind of the inker guy. Not that good at inking, but I like the inks a lot, like tones and whatnot. Fascinated by inks. You also try Japanese anime character drawings. They will get you more subs. I might do like Vampire Hunter D. I think that would be fun. You know, like I'd do Vampire Hunter D versus like Van Helsing or something, you know, or Solomon Kane. I would do something like that. You know, which is kind of messed up because they shouldn't be fighting there. They should be fighting evil together. But that's another one of my shticks. One of my things. I do battles. I like drawing battles with characters like fighting each other. You know, kind of like Mortal Kombat or Celebrity Deathmatch. That's my shtick. Everybody's got a shtick, you know. Everybody's got a gag that they do. Yeah, I like but I love pencils just the same too. Pencils really, they're real forgiving, you know. Let me get these eyes in here. There we go. We'll mess with the face a little bit more, but I'm not gonna. Just gonna leave it like that for now. Yeah. That's really interesting to me that these T600, there's a lot of different models. Like right here, look at, there's just like two right there. You know, a big one and a little one. Like that's wild. Both just T600 on there. Pretty crazy. Yeah. Anytime you draw like sci-fi stuff, it could be challenging. You know, it's got a lot of detail in it. All right, let me see here. I gotta move this up a bit. There we go. Start drawing some feet. There's a lot of actors in Terminator Salvation. Got Bryce Dallas Howard. I think she's in there too. They have a pretty cool like helicopter scene too, where it crashes and yeah. Hey, what's up, High Life? How you doing? Okay. You know, High Life chilling right now. It's like midnight or 1 in the morning over here. Yep, exactly. That's what I'm doing. Even though I had a coffee, it's not gonna make me tired. Let's see here. I gotta get that shock pump right there. I think it was in here like that. I heard that Elon Musk has a AI in the back of his headquarters that's called Skynet. Someone that worked there. Big old AI like brain at one of his things. Allegedly. And I'm just thinking, like, damn, he's a real nerd, man. He's really gonna give into that. Yeah, it's wild. He loves the Terminator franchise. I'm gonna have to bust out. Okay, that. I'm gonna clean this up too. Where's that little eraser at? Let's see here. I'm watching this interview with Michael Bean and Bean or Bean. I don't know how to pronounce his name. And James Cameron. They're talking about like pushing each other, you know, not being comfortable with what they're doing. Pretty much, you gotta keep moving forward with the craft. Same thing goes with art, I believe. Can't get too comfortable with the same old, you know. Basically, yeah, if you want to grow, you have to do that, and you don't want to be a one-trick pony, I guess. That's always the scary thing. You don't want to be the one-trick pony or whatever. Please respect live stream, everyone. Thank you. Oh, you too, man. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see here. Okay, that, and then there's one of these right here, like that. I really respect the guys that draw Transformers, man. Wow, it's wild. Sometimes you get kind of lost in like where the thing's at, you know. And if they're alive, you gotta be careful. Okay, then that comes up around like that. Get rid of this right here. Clean that up right there. Clean that up. Boom. Flying butter. I appreciate you too, man. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks everybody that's been hitting the like and the subscribing. I really appreciate it. You guys are cool. Oh, I see this one goes straight through like that, all the way up the side to here, like that. Like a low key little hem into that. Okay, I gotta look into this a little more. It's gonna get a little more technical up in there. Okay. It's like I rough it out, but then I start looking at it, and there's a lot of little details in there. A lot of little details in there. It's more, and the legs are smaller too than the way I drew them. I have to shave them down a little bit, like right there. They got skinny legs because this isn't a. Yeah, my legs are these are some thickies. That's okay though. It's not perfect. It's an interpretation of it, you know. Okay, so there's that right there, and then this right here. Okay, I don't know where that one's plugged in at though. In the back, maybe back here somewhere like this. I gotta get the leg, but there's another pump coming like out of here. Thing's got a lot of pumps. I see. It's connected to something back here. It's probably, let's just say, something like that. Let me look at the other model, the other leg. Something like that. Not entirely, but I can't see it, so it's going to be like that. Let's see. Go all the way up. The pump. And then there's going to be a little bit of this right there. And that one's going to come down like that. I was going to draw my boy RoboCop, but I don't know. I want to draw something else, something different. RoboCop's got a little bit of Judge Dredd in him, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then there's a rivet right there. Right. Oh, I see what's going on now. Okay. I think I do. Oh, I see what's going on now. Okay. A little bit. This thing's like right there. Then there's this one right here coming up. Watching some awesome videos. That's cool, man. I gotta get that pump right. That's good. Awesome, great videos. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Yeah, this seems like something you could memorize this, like drawing this one. It would take a long time, but I think if you drew it enough times, you know, probably get it. Yeah. I might shrink up the legs a little bit. Just a little. Right there. Get rid of that so it doesn't look so bulky. There we go. Now we're kind of getting business right there. Little bit. Leg. This is right there like that. Okay, and then probably gonna have to go back and redraw some stuff just because it's not, I don't know if it's the right area. Yeah, because this is supposed to be going like that, and that would be like that. Yeah, that would be a rod right there. Okay, this would be a fat one right there like that. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Let's see. All right. Oh, your cousin likes videos? Oh, cool. Very nice. Awesome. Let's see, we got this right here. Zoom in on that. Okay. Got the pelvic thing going right here. Above the belt. Yeah, I love the shocks. That's what they are. The shocks. Shock pumps. Okay, we got that. And then we can get the, this comes down like a wheel well, like on a car. And then this is kind of narrow right here. I guess they all are. Yeah. And that should be like that. And I think like the wheel well kind of come up like that and then come around, so we can do something like this. And then something like that. There we go, something like that. All right, then we can pull out the stencil again. It's going to be a little bigger, so with this one, probably going to erase it a little bit. Let's see, where'd that big eraser go? Just had it. Okay, here we go. Got to clean it a little bit. Get up in there. I think I really got to. I gotta check this out though. I might skinny up the legs, but at the same time, this guy's supposed to be wearing like pants that are all kind of blown apart from having gun fights. So I think that'll be interesting. I might even draw pants on top of this, all shot up. You know, I think that'll be kind of cool. All right, so we're gonna. This one was kind of about like that. So we're probably gonna do something a little bigger, like that right there. It'll be cool. Maybe that. Yeah. Nice little stencil. Come in handy right there. And then we'll do a center one too. Maybe something like that. It's not perfect, but there we go. And then I think on top of that, there's another one actually. One more. Let's see if I can. It's got to be a little bit like that. And then we got to shade that one a bit. Let's see here. right. Then we got the deep cuts in here. Okay, so boom, boom. It's hard to tell what's going on over here. Let me see. I kind of with the something like that. All right. So we have that right there, and then probably gonna draw these shocks a little bigger. These ones are thicker in the legs right here, way thicker. These ones are a little thinner. Clean that up a little bit, see what we're working with. There we go. Getting kind of late right now. Oh, thanks for the hearts. I've seen some flying up out of the corner of my eye. Let's see. Okay, let's see. There's something like that. And then a little something like this, I think. And I could do the same thing on this side. Something like that. And then I want to clean this up a little bit. Got this leg right here, just a little bit smaller, foot smaller than the other one, because it's like a tiny little hair away from it. So there we go. And then pull out the stenciler again. Clean this up right here. Let's see. Probably like that. Get that going. I'm gonna make it a little smaller actually. That should be fine. Oops. Go over it again. Messed it up. There we go. There we go. Nothing crazy. There we go. Something like that. Okay, we got that. Boom, boom, boom. Little circle. Circle, circle. Right. Well, we're kind of getting a little bit somewhere. Starting to look like a menace. A robo menace. Robotic menace. This is fun. They gotta put up the where are they gonna fight? Should they fight in Mega City 1? Or should it be somewhere else, you know? That's a question. To make this guy look a little meaner right now. A little bit. And these things got some crazy like jaws too. They look like, yeah, these guys, they both do. It's hilarious. It's like kind of perfect fight. They got the chins. Yeah. All right, we got that right there. I think he's kind of got a little smirk on his face too. One of them. Let's see. Right there, I could almost have him have his gun up here, like maybe draw another arm. know if I want to do that. I don't want to be blocking the. So we got this action right here. I don't know if I want to, because you got Dredd kicking him in the stomach, kind of knocking that big Gatling gun out of the way, that minigun. He's got his backpack, you know. Yeah, because I could definitely have another arm coming up right here. This arm could definitely be coming up here. He has another gun on this, sorry, on this arm, kind of attached to him. Can have that right there, but it just doesn't really make sense. It does make sense though for the arm to get blown off right here. By his lawgiver, right? And this arm is cool looking too. It's got like a big chunk. And I could have it kind of bend in like that, coming up here like this, or even maybe something. So I want the gun to be in there as well. You got the hand. Something like that. I think that might be kind of fun. And I think this arm has another little gun, or it's a flamethrower, one of the two. I could make it a flamethrower if I want. But yeah, it's definitely like skinnier. Like that. I'm trying to think too if we blasted it. Might kind of probably want to like thinking underneath. Just kind of roughing it in right there. Might be a little too out of bounds. Like this cannon is like circular. It's either like a circular cannon type gun, minigun, or it's a flamethrower. So I was gonna have the gun flying down here, but I kind of don't want that. Yeah, have to figure this out right here. See, what kind of paper do you use? I use this Bristol board. This is 11 by 17 inches Bristol board, and then I usually use just like Strathmore or whatever I can find. Let's see, getting a little tired now. But yeah, that was fun. Still got tons to do. Haven't really even started on Dredd too much, but I'm probably gonna call it just because it's a little later than normal, and kind of want to rest a little bit. Woke up feeling a little sickly this morning. I pushed through it, got through it, but I don't know. Just to be sure, don't want to catch a cold or something. Might want to sleep a little extra today, just to be sure. Just to be. Yeah. So. Yeah, so this arm's so this arm would have got blasted off. I'm just gonna have it kind of chipping, and then this gun is gonna be shooting, and then there'll be more pieces coming out right here, like a piece of it like that, kind of something like this. Like it got blasted. These arms are skinnier, kind of. It's gonna be fun though. From Dredd, I can't wait to draw the gun. That's gonna be fun. And then he's gonna be blowing a hole through his backpack right here. Backpack would be kind of like that. Let me think. It's hugging him. I think it would probably be somewhat like that. I don't think it would stick out too much from this side. I gotta look and see where it's sitting, if it goes up high or whatnot. But even so, I can have it like that. Because like I wanted it right here, but I'm still not decided yet if I want to have it sitting up here or if I want to have it sitting right there. If I move just the backpack right here and just get it out of here on this side, then I can have more of an explosion coming out of his back from Dredd. You know, we don't want to skimp on the Dredd action. So, yeah. Ultimately, Dredd should be able to take out a bunch of these guys. You know, that's how I read the story. Basically, Dredd versus Terminator. There might already be one out there. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably gonna have to sit like that. This is more rounder. From this perspective, and then he's got to just be like that where you can barely see him. Kind of something like that, maybe. I have to go in there and investigate a little more. Yeah, but probably gonna call it a night, guys. Just wanted to go about an hour and a half tonight because it's so late. I wanted to put some time in on Monday. You know, probably not gonna do another stream until like later on in the week because New Year's is coming up. But we'll see what happens. Maybe yeah, probably won't be streaming until Friday. So yeah, I wanted to get in here because of the holiday week and do a little Monday stream. So this drawing is going to take a while though because there's a lot of little parts, you know, a lot of moving parts. Especially if I pick Mega City 1, you know, either that or it's gonna be like LA during the Judgment or during the Salvation era. But thanks everybody for stopping by and hitting the like. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys have a happy holiday, happy New Year. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. And also, if the artist isn't starving, then the artist isn't hungry. Got to stay hungry, folks. See you next time, and keep it metal. Let's see here.